thanks to the spiritual help from a person who will remain nameless, or can I say God on TV?
No,
okay, well, I can't say thank God, but anyway, I'm really happy that we're sitting here and doing the 10th episode of Alive on South Beach for syndicatednews.net. You see, because right out there in the ocean, about 100 or 200 miles out, is Hurricane Irene, and it's passing South Beach just about the time that we're shooting this.
And it's raining. It's raining pretty hard, and there are very few people walking on Lincoln Road, and this is the way I like it most.
So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode of Alive on South Beach. Joining me this morning is a lady who, according to the Guinness Book of Records, and I'm going to quote, is the world's most prolific art creative motivator.
Right.
Her name is Conni Gordon, and she is an old South Beach person who has lived here and has had one of the most untraditional lives you can imagine. You were in the services as
yes.
a WAC?
No. I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, the Marine Corps. Whoa, big difference. I'm
big
sorry.
difference.
Yes,
And I developed this method in the Marines.
Well, how did you come up with something like this? It's really unique.
I had 50,000 guys I had to entertain. That was my job. And I used to take Broadway dancers down to Cherry Point, North Carolina. And when one show didn't show up, these guys are yelling, "Bring on the broads, bring on the broads." So I had to do something. So we gave them paper and pencil, and I completed the concept of a show called Draw Your Own Conclusions.
And what is that concept all about?
The concept is that you can use your left brain in a logical way to think in order to use your right brain to be more creative. It's a combination of the two.
And you've created a simple 4-step method?
That's right.
And you could take anybody?
That's right. For instance, we can take anyone right here on Lincoln Road, and they can do a picture like this in a minute.
Well, I've got a challenge for you. I just met a very nice lady. Her name is Bonnie. And behind us, we have a easel with 2 pieces of paper, and Bonnie has volunteered to take your 4-step method and see if she could become an artist. And for everybody in our audience, if you want to pause the tape right now and go get a pencil and a paper and come back, when you come back, you could see if you can be an artist in a minute or less.
Bonnie, have you ever painted before or drawn? No. Are you sure that you couldn't do a picture like this in minutes?
I don't know. I've never drawn, so I'm
well,
not sure.
I'm going to show you how by easy steps. First thing you do is make a dot in the center. Just do it. Don't worry whether it's right or not. All right, then quickly make a line across underneath that. Very good. Now just wiggle, 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 and get it lower and lower and lower as you go down. Lower and lower as you go down. Lower and lower. Here, you got to watch what I'm doing. Lower and lower as you go down. All right, then pull that down. That's good. And pull this down to the connect. Very good. Now, over here, you got to watch them make uneven things like that. And already you've established step 1 of the Conni Gordon method, which is make an outline. We've got land, sea, and air, right? So this is your sky, this is background, this is ocean, and this is the ground. Fill this in even more, all the way down the bottom. Okay, good. Doing fine. Make it darker, darker, darker. Okay. Now the next thing you do is make a dot like that. Do you know what the difference is between any tree in the world and a palm tree? Well, it's the fact that all the leaves come from the palm. So now, go back to the dot, go up like that, just swing, and then go down like that. Swing, curve it a little, that's it. Now go back to the dot, and then make a curved line down to here so you begin to see how you're connecting your tree. All right, now make L shapes like this. Scratch like L. Look, so it looks like the palm. Trunk. Keep going, yeah. No, L. Down and down. This way and then over, this way and then over. That's it. Keep going all the way down to the bottom. Good. All right, now, next thing, come back to here and swing to the right. Just swing. Swing a whole bunch of leaves like that. And then up and down. No, keep going back to the dot. Back to the dot. Go over what you did. Yeah, that's it. And then go on the other side. Go back to the dot. Go back to the dot. Go back to the dot. Here, no, sweetheart, go back to the dot. Go up and around. Okay. Now fill the tree trunk in a little bit so that it comes forward. Fill it in a little bit more. And basically, what you have, you can make a couple of little check marks like that. You've got birds. All right. You're doing okay. All right, that's enough. You'll have a whole flock flying in here.
I know.
All right, now watch. Just make like a V shape like that, so it'll look like this is water over here. That's good. Okay, so that in minutes, basically, what you have done is create a picture that is typical of Miami Beach.
Before I hold up Connie's book, I want everybody to know that you are the author of 41.
That's right, 41 books.
And they're all related to how to create and be motivated to create art. And this is your latest one?
It's one of the vintage books that still, no matter what, art goes on forever. I may have written this 60 years ago, but it's still good.
You know, before we get into more, since you've come from such an untraditional background,
Right.
I know you went to Columbia University at a time when there weren't many women going to Columbia University.
That's true.
What did you study there?
I studied art and philosophy.
And you took that.
And I took that so that I can handle people like David Letterman when I go on his show.
Yeah, that's a handful.
You're not kidding. I mean, you're a joy to be with, but he's really something special. I was on 6 times on the David Letterman show, and I've been on national shows all over the world, like Terry Wogan and BBC.
That's
London and so
that's
forth.
like I think the equivalent of David Letterman.
Yes, you're right. And Don Lane in Australia.
So, also, who have been some of the celebrities that have learned your method?
Well, Sammy Davis Jr. was one of them, and I've just taught so many, Hugh Downs, and just so many celebrities. We haven't got time for all of them.
No, but I know you taught the Carters
Oh yes,
how to do
President
this.
Carter.
What was that like?
Well, we spend a week together on a cruise where they would book me to have you paint a picture of every port that you go to, which is fantastic. Instead of taking photographs, you take home your own gallery.
Wow.
So we spend a week together. He's only supposed to have 1 lesson, but he said, no, I want lessons every day on the cruise.
I'll tell you, I've tried the method, and it absolutely works. And for everybody out there, what Connie, I think, is saying, that we all have this talent inside of us. It was given to us by God, and then we went to school, and they said, you got to obey the rules and color within the lines. And Connie is saying, yeah, those are the rules, but look outside the box also, or outside the lines, and see if anything belongs there. And that's what makes this such a wonderful project. So thank you so much for coming.
I had really, really enjoyed being with you. You're a good friend.
Thank you.
Happy painting.
Sunday brunches are one of those activities that's celebrated all over the country in different ways. This is how we celebrate it on South Beach. I am standing in front of 3 of the most exotic looking women I have seen in a long time. And this is Taina, this is Noelle, and this is Misty. And they're part of a show that goes on every Sunday at the Palace on Ocean Drive, where there's this fantastic drag show, and of course, these are drag queens. So, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have given that away.
I'm a lady.
This is a lady. So tell me, how did you decide that this is what you want to do?
When I was really young, I started wearing women's clothes, like my mother's and my father's, and so I decided that I would do drag when I got older. And you know, being a woman helps out in drag.
Well, let me ask you something. Has it turned out to be everything that you wanted?
It's amazing. I have so much fun here at the Palace. I work here every Sunday. I'm the Sunday brunch host, so whoever's watching out there, come and join us, Sunday brunch. And it's amazing.
Tell me, what's the best part about working a job like this? Because this is really unique.
Trust in everyone.
And what about it? You know, you're in South Beach. That's nothing new.
That is. It is very unique.
We are the first and only gay bar on Ocean Drive. So everybody that's walking around here doesn't know what to expect when they're on Ocean Drive. So when they stop by and see drag queens jumping up and down on the sidewalk, it's a big deal. So it is pretty fierce.
Tell me, what's your favorite number you like?
You know, I actually like to switch up. I'm very amphibious. Like right now I'm doing a 50s gig. Later I'm going to be doing Club Kid, androgynous. I like to change it. I do comedy, dirty, adult, fun, sexy, slutty.
So, you know, everybody thinks it's the costumes, but these are really three very good actors. And they're playing a tremendous part that's so believable that you guys are great. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alice.
Tranny.
Hey. We have witnessed one of the greatest, most energized brunches I've been to in a long time. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, the idea actually came up many years ago. The Palace has been around for over 23 years, and throughout those time periods, they've actually had drag shows in and out. However, until recently, we've been making a point of bringing it to the sidewalk and keeping it on the sidewalk.
Well, you know, if anybody really wants to have something to do that's really great on a Sunday morning, all you got to do is come down to Ocean Drive and watch the show.
Social networking has become a phenomenon and everybody participates on some level, but mostly it's done using the computer. We, however, went to two events, both of them social networking events, but one was professional and the other one was speed dating.
What are your expectations for an event like this? Do you think you're going to meet the woman of your dreams, or are you just here to have a little fun?
Honestly, I'm only here to have a little fun. I did speed dating in Washington, D.C. I found it interesting.
So tonight, do you think you're going to meet Miss Right?
I have no expectation.
Well, that's a good way to go into it. But there were some very attractive ladies in there, so good luck, because you never know. They had something unique at this event that I've never seen at other speed dating events. They actually had a consultant there. And what was his title?
He was a life coach. He helped people with relationships. So just in case anybody actually hooked up during this speed dating event, he was there to counsel them, I guess.
Yeah, or if they didn't hook up, you know, explain to them, what did I do wrong? You know, how come?
Connor and I are here tonight because we are both life coaches. And the system that we use is one that we've created, and it incorporates all these different universal truths. And the idea is to help people tap into who they really are and understand what they want, and then use the skills and the tools that we help teach them so they can attract and manifest the results that they really want in life. So tonight, the focus is singles.
My husband and I, we've been in networking for quite a long time. We've made a lot of contacts throughout the years. Our fellow colleagues, everybody has to do with event planning, promotions, venues, and all sorts of event planning needs. And pretty much there was no place for us all to meet and network. We were always meeting each other at different events, so we came up with the idea of getting everybody together in one venue, so everybody can mingle, get to know each other, work together to do some type of referral service where everybody knows what everybody's doing and pretty much help each other.
Well, where do pink flamingos hang out?
Jungle Island.
Jungle Island. Oh. So you're just here for the night?
Yeah.
Well, you look very pink and very flamingo-like. I'd like to thank everybody out there that took the time to watch our show. I hope it helped relax you a little bit. It certainly helped relax me. We're going to be back next week, and I promise you we are going to have a completely different kind of show that's going to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm Stuart Stewart.
I'm Dina Stewart.
And this is syndicatednews.net, alive on South Beach.